Stitch Cuties, it's Brittany with stitchesoflovequilting.com, and in this video tutorial we're going to make our block 10, these 3 cute little Christmas trees of our Christmas Lane block of the month quilt. So you have your fabric, your prefused laser cut applique pieces, and your pattern. You're going to want to read through your pattern and you will organize your threads in order of appearance. And then I've done the same thing with my prefused laser cut applique pieces. I put them in order of appearance as well. And then I'm going to have my pattern right beside me for reference. You'll load your block 10 embroidery file with a white thread and continue for the first step, which is going to be the 2 lines to show you where to place your fabric. So as always, I turn my hoop so that it fits on top of my Steady Betty nicely. And what I'll do is take my super cute fabric and I'm going to put it right in place, centered on my hoop, and making sure that I cover and extend past these 2 straight stitched lines. And I'm simply going to tape my fabric in place and continue on with white thread for the next several steps. Now when we put this back on, the first thing your machine will do will be to secure your fabric, and those 2 straight lines are ultimately going to be trim guidelines for you when you trim your block at the end. And your machine is going to give you your first applique outline for a little snow mound. Okay, so you have your first applique outline. The first thing I'm going to do is remove my tape so I don't accidentally iron on it and get a sticky iron, because our fabric is now secured in place nicely. And the first piece we're going to put down is piece number 1, the snow mound. Now you have 2 of them. It doesn't matter which one you put down first. They are exactly the same. And you're going to make sure that it lines up all the way down to the edge. That looks good to me. And so just start pressing it in place. There we go. And then the second piece we're going to put right on top, and what that does is double lines our piece so that it's perfectly in place. There we go. Now for the next step, we're going to continue again with the white thread, and our machine is going to give us the next round of applique outline. So we're going to start building our trees. Okay, so we have our next round of applique outlines, and we're going to put them on in numerical order. There are overlaps on the tree and the tree trunk on 2 of them, so you want to make sure, of course, that you go in that numerical order. And please note that each of the tree trunks is different, so make sure you have the right one in the right place. So we're going to start with piece number 2, and then piece number 3 is our curry colored tree. I think this is such a fun color, and you'll notice it pulls out the little stars in your background fabric. Really fun. And then next we'll do piece 9, which is this tree over here. There we go. And then of course the coinciding tree for that is number 10. This is green blossom. It might be called green smoothie blossom actually. Really a fun color. And then the last piece of this round is the center tree trunk number 14. And put this right in place. There we go. And now continue with the white thread, put your hoop back on the arm of your machine, and we will continue with the next round of applique outlines. Okay, so we have our last round of applique outline stitch, and again we want to make sure we go in numerical order. So we're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then we're going to jump over here and do 11, 12, and 13, and then finally 15 and 16 in the center. Again, I always pre-lay out my pieces so I don't have to think, which I love. Make it easy for yourself. Read through your pattern, get everything organized, and it just makes everything so much easier. So now we come over here to our pink. And yes, your pink does go past the edge of your tree because it didn't matter. It's easier for y'all to have a perfect circle. And then the little orange. And this lines up perfectly with the edge of the tree right here because it's visible. And now our little turquoise dot. This actually is Peacock is the name of the color. Super cute, solid color. And then we have this little orange right here. Again, lines up perfectly with the edge of your tree. And now we have our 3 stripes. So we have 11, 12, and 13. And you're just going to turn those to fit in perfectly. And both edges on both sides will line up perfectly. So make sure you have it in place and hold it there as you go across. Now our center. I think this is super cute. I love these 2 colors together, that pink and that green. This is called raspberry pink. And then, whoop, our little piece right here. It's like a little puzzle for me to turn it the right way. Did you see that? And again, edges line up perfectly. Now we are going to do the center tree, just like so. Get that in place. There we go. And now our star right on top. Super cute. This block goes by really fast, I think. There we go. So now it's time to start doing all the fun color changes. I'll take my hoop on and off the arm of the machine just so I can simply talk to you about what's stitching and about to be stitched. But for you at your machine, in your sewing space, you don't have to take the hoop on and off until the very end when you're ready to trim your block. So first up, we're going to load the 1095, the turquoise, and it's going to stitch our snow, our center tree, and then one of the little ornaments. I just love to watch the machine stitch, and isn't it great how your applique just starts to pop once it's stitched? I love it, especially on this white down here. It looks great. So now we're going to load 1130 of dark brown, and the machine will stitch the 3 tree trunks on your block. Alrighty, so your tree trunks are now stitched. It's time to load the 0567 butterfly gold, and your machine is going to stitch around your little curry colored Christmas tree. Take a look at your cute little tree. It's coming together. So now we're going to put on the 1039 red, and the machine will stitch the ornament and the star. Okay, so now your red is stitched, looking cute. Time to load the 1256 sweet pink, and there's 1 ornament and then the 3 stripes that will be stitched. Take a look at all your cute pink. I love it. It looks great. Now we are going to load the pumpkin pie 1833, and your machine is going to stitch 2 cute little orange ornaments. So now everything is stitched except for this green tree. So we're going to load 1177 avocado, and your machine is going to stitch the green portion showing on your tree. Yay, you're all done. Let's take a look from top to bottom. How cute the stitching looks on our little trees. I love it. So now you're ready to take your block out of the hoop, and what you can do is now trim using your placement guide as a guide, this outer 8-inch trim line, and you can see you have the top and bottom portion partially stitched. It doesn't go all the way out to the edge, and then you'll measure your 8-inch width using this as a guide. Make sure to remove your stabilizer and then store this cute little box, and next month we'll be stitching block 11. Happy stitching, everybody!